Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks for joining us. Many residents didn't even have a chance to get their skates out this winter, but the Bloomington Maintenance Division has officially closed the city's outdoor rinks and warming houses for the 2011-2012 season. Unseasonably warm temperatures posed quite a problem for crews in charge of maintaining the ice. Park Maintenance Supervisor Dave Hansen says that if rinks remain skatable, even after crews are no longer sweeping and flooding them, residents are more than welcome to utilize the ice. However, he encourages people to remember warming houses will not be open and that good judgment should be used to keep everyone safe, as spots of pavement or dirt may be exposed on the surface of the rinks. And if you aren't ready to hang up your skates for the season just yet, log on to the city's website and keyword search BIG or BIG to check out open skating at the Bloomington Ice Garden, a place where the ice is always thick and not dependent on Mother Nature. Recently, homeowners, handymen and women, and those who aspire to be gathered at Bloomington Civic Plaza for the 2012 Home Improvement Workshop. It was a packed house from start to finish on Saturday, February 25th. More than 1,500 people browsed the 60 booths and sat in on one or more how-to seminars. Some of the seminars included do-it-yourself rainwater gardens, tree maintenance, how to professionally paint interior walls, and this seminar on glass art.
It's durable, lasting thousands of years. Glass items from the ancient Greek and Egyptian eras are common in museum collections throughout the world. And glass is easy to maintain. It requires no special cleaners. Ordinary soap and water works just as well as any fancy glass cleaner. So why is it important for me to tell you my knowledge of the properties of glass and debunk some of those myths that we have associated with? Because in reality, I want everyone to be able to move beyond. Don't touch it, it's glass. I want you to be able to move beyond, I can't have glass in my home, I have children, or I have grandchildren. And I want you to not think, I can't have glass, I'm the biggest klutz in the world, I'm going to drop my coffee mug in it. And because I hope that it gives you the power to make unexpected choices. Imagine the possibilities in living with glass.
Plenty of young people attended the workshop and had lots to do to entertain themselves. Home Depot offered a kids workshop. Germ City was another popular event, as well as snakes, turtles, and animal artifacts. But the event highlight seemed to be the feature speaker's presentation, who offered helpful tips like this one when organizing for a project.
Organize like with like, to find out what you really have. Now, many of us, when we're remodeling because the space that we're using is too confining. We're typically making it larger, or we're increasing, maybe we can't change the footprint, but we're increasing the storage capacity, the workflow of that area. Like with like, know what you're going to have. So if you're working in kind of a constricted space now, it may be because of necessity that you have similar items in different places. So it's very hard, just like with the vases, you'll say, I only have 6 of those. Unless you get them together, you don't have a true and accurate sense of exactly what you have and what type of capacity you need to design in to your newly remodeled space. Good luck with your
Bill Blisseth, also known as the organizing guy, presented the importance of pre-planning and organizing to help maintain that organization during a home improvement project, a concept many don't think about in the midst of a big redevelopment venture.
If you, before the project begins, focus on organizing, being well organized, getting into the remodeling project, on the back end, you'll be able to move in that much quicker.
This biannual event attracted more than 1,500 people in 2010. Housing and Redevelopment Authority staff are more than pleased with the 2012 turnout and would like to extend big thanks to event sponsors, attendees, and everyone who helped make this a success. As a part of the Bloomington Police Department's mission, public safety staff are committed to the safety and well-being of the city's youth. And a big factor in upholding that obligation is by educating residents about proper car seat installation. Child restraint laws are in place in every state, and according to the Department of Public Safety, in Minnesota, 3 out of 4 child seats are installed and used incorrectly.
People don't think that there's a lot to these seats, but there really are. To install a child safety seat properly, it takes about an hour.
Officer Heidi Miller is one of just 2 city staff trained in the proper installation of child safety seats. And as the requests to check residents' child seats increase, the city has recognized the need for more trained employees to assist with this.
We know that 1.5 people trained on car seats is not enough. I get requests multiple a week to install seats. So I don't have the time to install the seats. I'd like to, but I really can't.
That's why 4 Bloomington firefighters will soon complete the child seat inspection course. From deciphering complicated seats to just being a new mom, car seats can be tricky. Just ask mother of a 2-year-old, Sarah Casello.
I know when I was first a mother, I had no idea how to install a car seat, and I took advantage of one of our community plans. They helped me. It took a couple minutes. They looked at the car seat, made sure that it was installed correctly, and I can't say how thankful I am for that because I would have not installed it correctly.
Well, obviously, if you're able to attend the April 26th car seat inspection that's taking place at Fire Station number 1, April 26th from 4 to 7. The city staff encourages you to do so. But in the meantime, we're going to have Officer Miller here walk us through a few of the most common things that parents or grandparents might overlook when it comes to installing a car seat. Officer Miller, take it away.
I'm also looking to see if the buckle right here is at the armpit level. Some parents will have this down super low. That's not what we want to see. We want to make sure that it's up here at the armpit level. The other thing that we're going to be checking is the webbing here. We want it to be like this. I don't want to be able to pinch that. I want it to be nice and tight to the child. If I can do this, that's too much webbing. It's too loose, so you need to tighten this up. Obviously making sure that these straps right here come down around the child's hip area.
Furthermore, it's important to know the date your car seat was made.
It'll give you the date that the seat was made. Here, this was made on July 7th, 2008. Gives me a model number, it gives me a serial number. And why that's important is in 2014, this seat will be expired. All car seats in the state of Minnesota, they recommend 6 years only because of our high heat in the summer and then our really cold winters. That constricts and expands the plastic, and they can't guarantee the integrity of the seats past those 6 years.
All of these tips and more will be available at the April 26th Car Seat Clinic. Log on to the city's website for registration information and full details.
Why not take the time, 5-10 minutes to go have your car seat, looked at, made sure that it's installed correctly, because really that 5 to 10 minutes can mean a lifetime for your child.
Fire Station 1 is located at 10 West 95th Street, just off of Nicollet Avenue. And from youth to adult, no matter what your age, the Bloomington Theater and Art Center is sure to have a fun and educational class made just for you. We sat in on a pottery class called Take the Wheel and watched as students transformed slabs of clay into true art. Throwing, wedging, glaze, all words you'll hear when you step into the clay studio at Bloomington Civic Plaza. Students in this class have embarked on a brand new activity and often have no prior experience.
In my experience, it's been a pretty wide range of people from kind of youth in their late teens all the way up to people who've been retired for years and just want to try something new. It's quite a mix.
I haven't done this since I was in high school, and like all of a sudden I could figure out how to make a bowl.
Andrew says the first step is to introduce students to the wheel. Then students are encouraged to start the trial and error process of hand building clay into actual pieces. Whether it be a plate, a bowl, or a cup, students are learning by getting their hands dirty, literally, and are offered helpful tips along the way. Like here, where Andrew is teaching his students about making handles for mugs.
What I'm going to do is just go like this. It's just between my thumb and my fingers. You see when I do this, if I put my hand together like this, it kind of makes a natural teardrop shape. So unless you want to make a teardrop profile handle, you got to turn it a half turn every couple pulls. That way it'll be even rather than thin on one side, thick on the other. So, a common mistake I see when people are making handles is they kind of indiscriminately keep turning and turning and turning, and then you get a rat tail rather than a nice ribbon handle. I'm just doing that by squeezing between my thumb and my index finger and drawing it down. So I'm going to just go like this and cut that off there, and then go ahead and keep making the next one.
So whether you're dedicated to finding a new hobby, supporting the arts in Bloomington, or just looking for a fun way to pass the time, one of the many ceramics classes offered through the Bloomington Theater and Arts Center might be just right for you.
The only thing people need is to just show up, because we have all the tools, we have the clay, we have the expertise to teach people. All they have to do is have willingness to try something new.
If you'd like to see a full list of classes offered through the Bloomington Theater and Arts Center, visit the city's website and keyword search BTAC. Residents are just in time to sign up for spring and summer courses, so log on today. And if you're a resident who prefers to shop rather than create, Human Services Division's Creekside Boutique is the place to be. Room 104 at Creekside Community Center looks like a mini department store when you walk into it. There's a variety of items, including jewelry, towels, winter wear, and floral arrangements. The only difference is the prices are low and the people are always friendly.
The people that come in shopping, we have a couple that we are even on a first name basis.
Creekside Boutique is run by a group of senior volunteers who are also the artists, crafters, and creators of all the items for sale.
This is a wonderful boutique that is here for people that do handwork at home, and they've already given it to their friends. Their friends have it, no need for more, so they have an outlet where they can bring it in here and we'll sell it for them, and they only give up a small percentage.
More than 100 crafters from Bloomington and surrounding suburbs contribute to the contents of the boutique. Even Bev adds to the shelves by making painted denim jackets.
This is the thing that I bring in here. It's denim jackets that are painted with celery. I've used a stalk of celery, and that's why they look like roses. One lady bought something and gave it south. She said it's a magnolia. But I think they look similar to a rose, and that's what I do.
The Creekside Boutique is a perfect stop to make if you're looking to purchase a unique gift or you simply don't like the hustle, bustle, and hassle of a mall or retail store.
The parking lot is very close, and they don't have to do any stairs. And they walk in, and they only have to walk not even a block to get to the store. And it's not so crowded. It's very busy on parties of the month. There's always a waiting period before you get to sit down and have your meals, so people come in and browse, so there's always a lot of people in here looking at that time. And that's when we get new people. I didn't know this was here. People that have lived in Bloomington for a long time, and they still don't know that we're here. And we've been here for a long time.
Conveniently open Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock until 11:45 a.m. and again from 12:30 to 2:45 p.m. It's well worth a visit. Again, the Creekside Boutique is in room 104 of the Creekside Community Center, located at 9801 Penn Avenue South. Now it's time for a short break. When we come back, someone from the city's Convention and Visitors Bureau will be here to talk about one unique award ceremony. Don't go away.
What are you doing, dear?
My finances. Every week I divide my allowance, some to spend,
some to charity. But the first thing I do is set aside 10% to save for my future.
That's awfully grown up. Did you learn that in school?
No, Dad taught me. He said if you want something tomorrow, you have to save today. Dad's saving for retirement. I'm saving for a new bike.
Choose to save. To learn how to get started, get your free Power to Choose brochure.
He's a smart man, your father.
America, meet Greg Anderson. Served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Welcome back to Bloomington Today. We are now pleased to be joined by Jan Krales. Jan is the Vice President of Marketing for the Bloomington Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome, Jan. Thanks for coming on back.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, let's just jump right into it. We've been promoting on Bloomington Today, and soon the 16th Annual Diamond Service Awards will be upon us. Start off by telling viewers who aren't aware what that is.
Well, the Bloomington Diamond Service Awards are kind of like the Academy Awards of Bloomington for the hospitality industry. We gather the entire community of our professionals that are frontline service personnel from hotels, restaurants, and retail stores. And we put on a production that is nothing short of being the Academy Awards. We get all dressed up, and we have 900 people that fill the ballroom at the DoubleTree Hotel and give away 17 categories, including the prestigious Food Safety Awards, of course, from the city of Bloomington.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, this event is unique to Bloomington, correct?
It is, it is. We started this event 16 years ago, and we wanted to create something unique for our largest industry in Bloomington, which is hospitality, and honoring customer service. And it started very small, 300 people, and it has grown to this gala awards ceremony that really is a good motivation and a good testament to our good customer service that we provide in Bloomington to all of our visitors.
And what a huge accomplishment that it's the only one in the country.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's been tried to be replicated, but it's a lot of work by our staff. We have a dedicated team that puts this together, but it is a lot of our partners and our sponsors of the industry that come together and really feel good about this event. It's a feel-good event, and it's also very important for our community.
Absolutely. Well, why is the hospitality industry a more than deserving industry to have a recognition ceremony like this? Obviously, the Bureau thought of them. Tell us why.
Well, the Bloomington Convention and Visitors Bureau, our organization is the marketing organization for the city of Bloomington. We market worldwide our hotels. Of course, our famous Mall of America is a key draw for our visitors to our area, but it is the largest industry, and we felt it important to really create that unity and that recognition for the employees that are really coming in contact with all of our visitors, our meeting delegates, that come and stay and visit the Twin Cities and stay in Bloomington.
Because more often than that, that interaction determines
the
they
first
come on back.
impression is key.
That's very true. Well, why don't you give us an example? I know you had spoke about the Food Safety Award. What are some other award categories? Just some examples off the top of your head.
Well, we have 17 categories, and they all involve frontline service personnel. So your bartender, your server, your housekeeper, your guest service personnel, concierge, your van driver that picks you up at the airport. It just goes on and on. Even our heart of the house, those employees that work hard behind the scenes, they're still supporting their frontline team to make a good customer experience. So 17 categories. We also do a Hall of Fame award for, there's many employees in Bloomington that have a lifelong career of more than 25 years of working in our city, so we honor a Hall of Famer, as well as a Spirit of Hospitality Award recipient. And that's to an individual who's really made a significant contribution to travel and tourism to the state of Minnesota, and of course Bloomington. And this year's recipient I can share is Mr. Steve Fox, and he is the publisher of Green Spring Media in Minneapolis. So I'm very excited. They do a lot of work for our destination, for hospitality and travel and tourism, and has been a premier sponsor of our Diamond Service Award since day one. So,
well, we got a little sneak peek into
sneak.
the awards. Well, you know, we have some footage from last year's event, and from skits that were done with the mayor to, you know, people dancing while they're getting their award. I mean, this isn't your average ceremony. What sets it apart from maybe other recognition ceremonies? Or?
You know, it's a fun event. It's a gala. We always theme it every year, try to keep it interactive and keep the audience engaged. 17 categories is a lot of categories to get through. And we like to have fun with our nominees. This is their night. They're in the limelight, so it's all about them. We'll do video tributes. We'll go out and film them doing their everyday jobs. We do get the mayor involved. He is a great sport.
He is.
And likes to have a lot of fun with bringing recognition to the city and the Food Safety Awards too. So this year's theme is revolving around laughter and fun and smiling, and our entertainment will reflect that. So we're looking forward to a grand evening.
It's going to be fun. Well, I guess finally, you know, some might say we're biased, but I don't believe it. In your opinion, why are the Bloomington hospitality's employees all around the city the very best in the industry?
You know, we are very proud, and we see that with the continued repeat business and how well our hotel community does, how the restaurants do, and of course the traffic and sales at Mall of America. It is key. We are a great destination. We're convenient, we're close, and we like to think that good customer service keeps our visitors coming back. So we do what we can, and we have 20,000 great ambassadors for the city out there working on our behalf.
Wonderful. Well, we'd like to thank Dan for being here with us today. If you'd like more information on the Diamond Service Awards, or to just check out what's happening with the Bureau, different promotions, events going on, log on to their website at www.bloomingtonmn.org. It's now time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Behind the wheel, there is no such thing as a small distraction. A public service reminder from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Speak out against distracted driving at decidetodrive.org.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Welcome back, everyone. Now it's time for another Arts at the Plaza segment. During this time, we like to showcase the changing art exhibits that come into each of the two galleries located at Bloomington Civic Plaza. The new exhibit in the Inez Greenberg Gallery is Going Green. Bloomington Theater and Art Center is pleased to welcome Art in the Home Goes Green from now until April 6th. Art in the Home is a biannual exhibition which coincides with the city's home improvement fair. The exhibition focuses on artist-created furniture and home accessories which are made with recycled, repurposed, or otherwise sustainable material, while also highlighting the finest of craftsmanship. There are a variety of artists contributing to the Art in the Home Goes Green exhibit. For a full list, log on to the city's website and keyword search BTAC. Then you want to click on the link for the Bloomington Theater and Art Center's page. And if you're looking for a fun and educational way to keep your child active during spring break, The Works has you covered. Spring break is upon us. Bloomington schools say goodbye to their students from April 2nd to the 6th. And while they'll be closing the doors to the schools for the break, the Works Kids Museum are opening theirs. The Works, a hands-on, minds-on museum for kids, is offering one-day classes during the school break for children grades 1st to 4th. On April 2nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., building fun is offered. Here you'll construct boats, design skyscrapers, and build a tower to see if it would withstand an earthquake. And on April 3rd, area youth are invited to discover engineering. That's again from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Kids will build a mini catapult and launch marshmallows. They'll also experiment with color-changing chemicals and learn how circuits work. The Works Kids Museum moved from Edina to Bloomington last year, more than doubling its square footage and exhibits. And ever since the grand reopening in November, they've been taking learning out of the classroom and making it fun. To register, you are invited to call 952-888-4262, or you can go online at www.theworks.org. Bloomington United for Youth, or BUY for short, recently hosted their 3rd annual Volunteer Recognition Award ceremony. BUY works with everything from fun events for high school students to educational seminars for parents.
Bloomington United for Youth is a group of community members, both adult and youth, who work to engage the entire community of Bloomington in the positive development of youth. Our board is made up of representatives from the school, city government, local businesses, service organizations, and the faith community.
There was live entertainment on hand, as well as a packed house in the council chambers. The awards are broken into 3 categories: youth organization, community groups, individual adult, and individual youth recognition award. Let's take a look at who took home the individual youth recognition award and why.
The criteria for the individual youth recognition are being a resident or student in the Bloomington grades from grades 6 through 12. The activity should be done as a volunteer. The youth has demonstrated volunteer services for a committed amount of time. This year's winner in the area of individual youth is Paul Fourniea.
Paul is a senior at Kennedy High School who seems to spend all his waking hours giving of himself. He's been active at Kennedy High School, Oak Grove Middle School, Bloomington Educational Cable Television, St. Bonaventure Church, and Bloomington United for Youth. He's not only always willing to lend a helping hand, but serves as a humble leader as well.
The Individual Adult Award went to Linda Hogan. The Youth Organization Recognition Award was given to the Office of Educational Equity's Student Leadership Team, and the Community Group Recognition Award went to Bloomington Heritage Days. Great job, everyone. It's contributions from folks like these and so many more that have made Bloomington a great place to live. And that's all the time we have for today. For more information on city projects, parks, road construction, and events, visit the city's website. To check out past Bloomington Today shows or other city productions, visit Bloomington's YouTube channel, accessible right from the city's homepage. That and so much more is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. If Facebook or Twitter isn't your thing, sign up for eSubscribe to have updates sent right to your email or cell phone. This is Bloomington Today, a presentation of the City of Bloomington's Communications Division. I'm Kaylin Cockrill. Thanks so much for joining us.